Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. So, there's been a lot of craziness going on in the world of Modern. We're going to take a closer look at it in just a few moments, but a lot of Modern staples are just spiking and really going up in price quickly. Also, Standard is pretty volatile right now, too, with the release of Oath of the Gatewatch. As I'm recording this, of course, this is pre-release weekend, so a lot of those cards are starting to stabilize. Players are looking for certain ones. They're starting to go up in value. Other ones were priced a little too high during the pre-release season and are starting to go down in value. So having said that, let's jump into the cards. First off, let's look at the top 5 Standard cards that have lost value this week. And like I just mentioned, these are just mostly Oath of the Gatewatch cards that have been maybe priced a little too high during the pre-release season. Number 5 is Linvala the Preserver. She lost $1.08, bringing her down to $7.58. Gate Wreckage lost $1.25, going down to $2.73. Inverter of Truth lost $1.41 to $3.44. Kalitas, a Trader of Gets, lost $1.66 to $7.53. And finally, number 1 is Chandra Flamecaller, losing $2.38, going down to $12.52. These are the cards you want to keep an eye on, because right now they are a little bit lower value. You may want to pick up some of these during pre-release weekend if you're planning on playing with these cards in Standard. Next, we have the top 5 cards that have gained value this week. Number 5 is Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, going up $2.02 to $25.63. Of course, playing a big role right now in the ramp deck in Standard as well as Modern. Kozilek the Great Distortion, up $3.32 to $19.30. Thought-Knot Seer, up $4.19 to $9.94. Worldbreaker, up $5.88 to $9.45. Number 1 is Kozilek's Return, going up $10.46 to $24.93. This is a big player in Standard. It's going to be a big player in Eternal formats. I would keep a close eye on this card over the course of the next week or two if I'm looking to purchase them. I do think as packs start to get open, this will go down a little bit before it starts going up again. But don't wait too long. I think this is definitely going to hold its value. Now let's move on to Modern, and like I mentioned at the top of the show, Modern market is just going crazy right now. So when we look at the cards that lost value, these aren't actually losers. These are cards that just spiked tremendously maybe about a week or two ago, and they're just starting to stabilize, come down a little bit. They're not going to come down to the point they were at, but they are coming down a little bit. So keep an eye if these are cards that you want to purchase. You may be able to get them a little cheaper in another week or two from now, but I don't know if they're going to go down that much further, to be quite honest with you. There's just so much excitement right now around Modern for a number of reasons. We have the Modern Pro Tour, which will be coming up, which draws a lot of attention to the format, as well as a lot of people are frustrated with the price of Standard and feel if they're going to spend a lot of money to build a deck, they might as well build a deck that they can use for a while and move into Modern. People are speculating on some new decks based off speculation of what cards are going to be banned. Probably this Monday we'll be hearing that news. So there's a lot happening right now. There's nothing this week that looks to me like there's been some sort of like huge conspiracy buyout or something like that, but these are just cards that are popular cards that are definitely useful cards, and there's two groups of people trying to get their hands on them. One are people trying to build decks, the other one is speculators, and they're just probably picking up some extra copies to flip, add to their trade binder, that type of thing, but it's enough to drive prices a little bit. So having said that, let's take a look and see what's going on in the market. Number 5 card that lost value this week is Crucible of Worlds. This is 10th edition version, lost $1.93 to $55.95. Next is Modern Masters 2015 Spellskite, lost $2.28, going down to $35.91. This recently saw a huge jump. Another card that recently saw a huge jump, Grove of the Burnwillows, lost $2.96, going down to $85.49. Escape Shift lost $3.53, going down to $34.99. And finally, the number 1 card, and yet another one, it recently saw a huge jump. Scalding Tarn has gone down $3.88, bringing it down to still $104. Alright, so let's see what cards have added value this week. Number 5 is Leonin Arbiter, which went up $3.17 to $5.41. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. The Magic 2015 version went up $4 and a cent to $12.79. The Planar Chaos version went up $4.41 to $14.60. Number 3 is Tooth and Nail, the Meriden version, going up $4.69 to $23.25. Number 2 is the Modern Masters 2015, Karn Liberated, going up $5.15 to $49.99. And finally, we end this where we started, Crucible of Worlds. This time we're looking at the 5th Dawn version, going up $7.52 to $61.51. So having said that, that is the market watch for this week. The best advice I can give you is try to avoid cards that have recently spiked. They will start to see a little bit of decline like we started to see this week in Modern. But don't wait too long, because they're not going to go down that far. There's just a lot of hype right now around cards in both Standard and Modern. Standard because of Oath coming out, Modern because of just the added excitement and attention the format's getting. So, as always, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day.
Hey, thanks as always for watching. This video, like all my videos, was made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Even a donation of $1 helps me to keep growing this community and creating better quality videos for all of you. Check out our Patreon page for exclusive giveaways and future goals for the channel. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the MTG news, spoilers, set reviews, product openings, or finance videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a good day.